Hi. Let me turn on the light here. Hello. Welcome to Beginner's Yoga. Let's see, what should we talk about? Breathing. Remember, when we're breathing, we're filling up the whole lungs, and the diaphragm pushes down and your stomach pushes out. And the way we breathe is we breathe a long, slow inhale, hold it for a couple of seconds, and then exhale, a long, slow exhale. Hold that for a couple seconds before you take in the next breath. Make sure you're wearing comfortable clothes and that you have any kind of bolsters or whatever you might need to help you with the positions. You know, you can have blocks like these. If you don't have blocks like these, you can use books, big, thick books, or several books together. If you don't have one of these, you can use a tie or a belt, or even a towel, a big towel. Then there's pillows and blankets. You can have a bolster. There's a lot of different things that you could use for making accommodations while you're doing the pose. So if you can't quite get that pose and you need some help, then it's perfectly okay to use props or these bricks and yoga bricks and stuff to help you, or if you have your own stuff. And I'm going to move this down because it's hard to see me. So let's get going. So let's take our yoga seat. You can do that crisscross, or you can do it the way I'm doing it. And the way I'm doing it is I'm taking one leg and putting it close to my groin with my heel here, and then the other one goes here right next to it. You can try to do, this is half lotus. I can do half lotus, but I can't do lotus. But maybe one day I'll get there. Let's see, turn on the light. There we go. Make it a little bit better to see. So let's take a few minutes to a couple of breaths. Let's take a couple of breaths and get into our seat. And so when you're taking those breaths, you're being mindful of your body and of what's going on. I see something in the video, but I don't know. At any rate, I'm very distracted right now. Sorry about that. So get into your seat, have your back straight, roll your shoulders back and keep your shoulders down. You can have your hands on your lap or on your knees or at the heart center. It's up to you. And as we do our breathing, I'm just going to say, check in with yourself and just be mindful about what's going on with your body. So let's begin. All right. Well, I would like us to start in tabletop so we can do cat-cow. So get on your hands and knees. You want your knees underneath your hips and your arms, your wrist underneath your shoulders. You want to have your hands wide, gripping the mat. And so make sure that your back is flat, tucking your tummy to engage your core. And then we're going to do cat-cow. So cat is where we round our back like this. So we're like a scaredy cat. And cow is like this. We're arching our back the opposite way. So this is a way to get the spine moving and warmed up. So do 3 or 5, however you want. Just get yourself warmed up. Okay. And staying where you were, roll your toes under and lift up. This is downward dog. Your head should be between your 2 arms. All right. And now we're going to do plank. So let me get this. So we're going to have our hands on the mat underneath our shoulders, and our knees are underneath our hips. And we're going to go ahead and straighten our legs out and keep our back flat. And this is plank. Don't forget to breathe. Good. And then we're going to do a seated forward bend. So let's get into staff first. And staff, your legs are out in front of you. Your toes are pointing up. Your back is straight. Roll your shoulders back and then bring them down. Your back is straight. Your head is right over your pelvis. You're not too far forward or too far back. So we're straight. And this is called staff. And now let's do seated forward bend. So seated forward bend, you just come, you're bending at the hip or at the hip.
hips. And you're keeping your back straight. And you're seeing how far you can go forward without bending over. You're bending at the hip crease. You're not arching over like this. Okay? So go however far you can. This might be all that you can do, and that is okay. Or maybe this. Like I said before, I've never got my head down on my legs, and this is probably the best that I can do right now, which is better than it was when we first started, I think. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where I'm at. It's the journey. It's doing the things that you need to do to get there. That's the most important part. So let's breathe 3 to 5 breaths and hold this pose. All right. Shake out your legs if you need to. So what I want to do now is some twists. We need to twist our spine. We've moved it up and down. Now we need to twist side to side. So yeah, just go ahead and sit like this. And keep your back straight. Roll your shoulders back and down. And then just put your hand on the outside of your knee and the other hand behind you. And look to the side or as far behind you as you can. Don't hurt yourself. If you can't go very far, that's okay. All right. Don't forget to breathe. Feel that twist in your spine. Back to center. And now this same thing. Do you notice that one side's different from the other? And if so, how so? Back to center. Okay, let's do tree. So pull that down and stay hydrated. Drinking herbal tea. All right, so stand with your legs a little bit apart and put your right leg either down here on your calf. If you can go higher, then do that. And your hands go up. And you don't see my face or my hands, but I'm here and my hands are up over my head with my palms together. And now I'm going to stop talking because that makes it hard for me to balance. Breathe. All right. And now the other side. So like this. If you can get it up there, that's fine. Ground down through your leg. Feel yourself connected to the earth and breathe. Good. Hold on a second. Okay, so one of my favorite sequences is warrior. So let's do that. You're going to have your legs like a leg length apart. If that's too hard, you can have less. And you're going to make sure that your knee is not going past your foot. It should be like in line with your ankle. And this part of your leg can be the way I have it. As you get better, you can go down like this. And then you're going to turn your shoulders to the right. Roll your shoulders back, those down, take your arms and lift them up. Keep them by your ears. You can hold up your palms together or keep them apart. This is warrior one. I'm making little adjustments. Don't forget to breathe. All right. And now we're going to the next on our left side. Again, keep your legs. However, if you have to do this, that's all right. That's all right. You can go back down further. That's great too. You want your knee right directly underneath your ankle. Turn your shoulders to the left. Roll back your shoulders and bring your arm. Breathe. And now let's do warrior two. So your legs are pretty much like they were for warrior one, but you're not going to turn to the right or the left. You're going to keep your hips facing forward. Once you've got that down, then you're going to take your arms and hold them out and gaze softly over your fingertips. right. Now on the other side. Good. Standing mountain, which you're standing straight in mountain. I want to see all of me. And try to adjust that. Let's see if this works. Yeah, you can see me better. Okay, so you're going to stand in mountain. Your back is straight. Your legs are firmly planted, a couple inches apart. Roll your shoulders back and put your shoulders down. And gently bend over. This is like sitting forward bend, but we're standing up. Now, if you have a yoga block or books or whatever you're using, you could come down to here. That's what you can do. The main thing is that your back is straight. You can use it like this. So if you need to do that, feel free. Let the head hang. Soften your face. Breathe. Come up slowly. One of the things I always do with back bends like this, they cannot go all the way down, but I don't expect you to do that. But we do want to do some back bends. So let's do an easier version. Get down on the floor. Keep your knees bent. Go all the way down. And then you're going to lift yourself up. Sorry, I was doing fish. Bridge. We're doing bridge. Lift your hips up off the floor. Keep your hands close to your body. You can even cross your hands underneath your body if you want to. I see people do that, but I've been taught keep your hands down. So however you want to do that, whatever is easiest for you. And now let's breathe. And then down, gently down. Come back up. So get on your knees and go back. We're going to do child. And then come forward and rest your head on the mat, on the floor. You can put your arms in front of you, or you can lay them behind you, palms up. And just rest. This is opening up the hips and it's also good for your ankles. It's a restful pose, so just rest and breathe. Great. Oh, I've been spending more and more time in the poses. And I've been doing them every day. So I recommend that you at least try to do it 3 or 4 times a week if you can. Do your favorite poses. We're going to close with the corpse pose. And we're going to lay down on our back. But wait a minute, I have one more thing to say before I leave. Next week, I'm going to be on vacation, so I will post a video to Facebook for some, I think, sun salutations, because we don't do those, but that's more of a movement where you go from pose to pose really fast. And I like to just take my time and stay in one pose and just be with it. So, but maybe you like sun salutations. And anyway, so that's going to be next week. So back to this. Lay down on your bed. Get comfortable. Let your legs fall open. Have your hands a little bit out from your body, palms up. Relax. Feel yourself melt into the floor if you can. And make sure that you breathe. And stay here for just a little while. Stay there as long as you need to.
I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I hope you all have a great week and see you next week.